63% of Americans couldn't cover a $1,000 emergency in June 2026 without going into debt. But here's what's really scary. Most people who think they have emergency funds, they're making critical mistakes that'll destroy them when disaster actually hits. I'm about to reveal 7 emergency fund mistakes that are costing people thousands and the exact fixes that'll bulletproof your finances. Stick with me because mistake number 5 is something even financial advisors get wrong, and it could be the difference between surviving a crisis or financial ruin. Let's jump in. Mistake number 1. Keeping your emergency fund in a regular checking account. Look, I get it. You want instant access to your money. But parking $10,000 in a checking account earning 0% while inflation eats away at it? That's financial suicide. In 2026, high-yield savings accounts are paying over 4.5%. That's $450 a year on a $10,000 emergency fund, completely risk-free. And before you say it takes days to transfer money, most high-yield accounts now offer same-day or next-day transfers. You're sacrificing hundreds of dollars annually for basically no reason. Move that money today. I'll drop my recommended accounts in the description. Mistake number 2. Following the outdated 3 to 6 months rule blindly. Every personal finance guru repeats this like it's gospel. Save 3 to 6 months of expenses. But this generic advice is dangerously oversimplified. Your emergency fund size should be based on your actual risk factors. Single income household? You need more. Freelancer or commission-based income? Way more. Dual income household, where both partners have stable jobs with different employers? You might be fine with 3 months. On a house, add 2 months for major repairs. Medical conditions? Add more. Here's the real formula. Take your monthly essential expenses, not your total spending, just the absolute must-pays. Rent, utilities, minimum food, insurance, minimum debt payments. Then multiply by your risk factor. Stable job, low risk, times 3. Moderate risk, times 6. High risk income, times 9 or even 12 months. Mistake number 3. Not calculating your emergency fund based on bare-bones survival numbers. This ties directly into mistake 2. People save 6 months of their current lifestyle, your gym membership, streaming services, restaurant budget, weekend spending. But if you lose your job, you're canceling all that immediately, right? So why are you calculating emergency savings based on expenses you won't have in an emergency? Strip your budget down to absolute survival mode. Housing, utilities, basic groceries, insurance, minimum debt payments, gas for job hunting. Nothing else. For most people, this cuts their emergency fund target by 30 to 40%. That means you can fully fund it way faster or stretch it much longer when you need it. Mistake number 4. Letting inflation silently destroy your safety net. You saved $10,000 in 2023. Congratulations. But with cumulative inflation from 2023 to 2026, that $10,000 has the purchasing power of about $8,600 today. Your emergency fund isn't a set-it-and-forget-it thing. You need to review and top it up annually at minimum. Adjust for inflation, adjust for lifestyle changes, adjust for new risks. Put a recurring calendar reminder every January. Review your emergency fund. Recalculate your bare-bones expenses. Make sure you're still covered. Mistake number 5, and this is huge, not having a tiered emergency fund system. Here's what wealthy people do that broke people don't. They don't keep all their emergency money in one place, earning the same pathetic return. They tier it. Tier 1, immediate access fund. 1 month of expenses in that high-yield savings account we talked about. Instantly available for small emergencies. Car repair, medical bill, urgent home fix. Tier 2, short-term reserves. Another 2 to 5 months in treasury bills or a CD ladder. Slightly less accessible. Takes a few days, but earning significantly more interest. Currently over 5% risk-free. Tier 3, extended emergency fund. The remaining months in a conservative investment account. Maybe a balanced fund, maybe stable value funds. Accessible within a week, earning actual returns that beat inflation. This way you're not sacrificing thousands in potential returns just to keep everything instantly liquid for an emergency that statistically takes weeks to fully hit anyway. The difference over 10 years? Over $12,000 on a $30,000 emergency fund. That's free money you're leaving on the table. Mistake number 6. Rating your emergency fund for non-emergencies. Oh, there's a great deal on that TV. I'll just borrow from my emergency fund and pay it back. Sound familiar? This is how emergency funds die. You need crystal clear rules for what qualifies as an emergency. Medical emergency, yes. Job loss, yes. Essential car or home repair, yes. Bakastion, no. Holiday shopping, no. New phone because yours is 2 years old, absolutely not. Here's the test. Will not spending this money immediately create a larger financial crisis? If the answer is no, it's not an emergency. Save up for it separately. And honestly, this is why you need a separate sinking fund for predictable, irregular expenses. Car registration, insurance premiums, holiday spending, home maintenance. Fund these separately so you're not tempted to raid emergency savings. Mistake number 7. Building an emergency fund while drowning in high-interest debt. Okay, controversial take incoming. If you have credit card debt at 18% interest and you're slowly building an emergency fund earning 4%, you're doing it backwards. Save $1,000 for absolute mini emergencies first. Then attack that high-interest debt like your life depends on it. Because mathematically, paying off 18% debt is the same as earning 18% risk-free returns. Once the high-interest debt is gone, then build your full emergency fund aggressively. This approach saves you thousands in interest and gets you debt-free faster, making you far more financially stable anyway. All right, those are the 7 mistakes destroying emergency funds in 2026. But knowing the mistakes isn't enough. You need action steps. Step 1 today. Open a high-yield savings account if you don't have one. Transfer whatever emergency savings you have right now. Even if it's only $500, start earning actual interest. Step 2 this week. Calculate your bare bones monthly survival expenses. Not your current spending, your absolute minimum. Then multiply by your risk factor. That's your target. Step 3 this month. Set up automatic transfers to your emergency fund. Even if it's just $50 per paycheck. Automate it so that happens without thinking. You'll never miss what you don't see. And if you found this valuable, smash that like button and subscribe to Operation Wealthy. We drop practical money content like this every single week that actually changes your financial life. Remember, an emergency fund isn't just money sitting in an account. It's freedom. It's the ability to handle life's chaos without destroying everything you've built. It's the difference between a setback and a financial catastrophe. Build it right, protect it fiercely, and watch how much lighter you sleep at night, knowing you're actually prepared. Now, go take action. I'll see you in the next one.